Did you know that our bodies function according to our unique biological clock? Understanding this clock helps you know what time of the day you're most productive and the most effective time for you to work out for muscle gain or weight loss. You can also find out the best time to drink coffee, have a beer, and eat food so that it doesn't have a negative impact on your metabolism. It all comes down to knowing your chronotype, which is one of the 7 essentials you should consider when you start your own morning routine. I'm Matt Harris, and on this channel we explore the simple habits, tools and strategies that help us optimize our daily routines for high performance. I used to be a property lawyer working 14 or 15-hour days at a time. I'd squeeze in the gym and socializing wherever I could, and I'd spend the rest of the time sleeping. About 10 years ago, I decided to start my own cleaning business while I was still in practice. I quickly realized that I needed to switch up my game and utilize my time more effectively so that I can focus on my business as well as working a day job, staying social and maintaining my fitness. Then I went on a 10-day business retreat to Guilin in China, and I learned the importance of starting the day right to set the mind and body up to crush the rest of the day. That's how my morning routine was born. Over the last 8 years, my morning routine has evolved as I've tried different rituals, methods and habits which help refine my current routine into a 9-step process that can take as long as 2 hours or as little as 30 minutes to complete in the morning. Through this experimentation, I've identified 7 essentials that you should consider including whether you're just getting started or developing your own morning routine. You ready? Let's jump in. Starting the night before. The perfect day begins with a good evening. What that means is that your morning should start the night before. It's easy to overlook the end of the day when all of the focus is on starting it in the right way. I've only recently learned the importance of an evening shutdown procedure in order to prepare for the following day. As Ryan Holiday says, how we close the day matters. The decisions we take, the reflections we encourage, all of it is about finishing well, because then and only then can we start tomorrow better too. To help me prepare better for tomorrow today, my evening shutdown procedure consists of 3 steps. Step 1, deciding on my most important task for tomorrow. I use the Getting Things Done system to review my completed and outstanding tasks, clear my inbox and schedule the most important tasks for tomorrow. Creating a to-do list the night before is more effective and reduces stress first thing in the morning because you already have an idea of what you need to get done. It also marks a definitive end to your day, which helps with creating better work-life balance. Preparing the night before also makes it as easy as possible to stick to your morning routine. Simple things like preparing your workout clothes to exercise first thing in the morning or getting the coffee machine set up to have your morning brew all help with executing your routine on autopilot. Step 2, journaling and reflecting on the day. I use the 5-minute journal to reflect on the highlights of the day and make a note of what I've learned. I also write in the Daily Stoic Journal, which prompts me to reflect on one question around the 4 Stoic virtues of courage, wisdom, justice and temperance. Spending time reflecting at the end of your day, asking yourself questions and taking inventory of how you spent your day helps to raise your awareness, impacts your happiness and contributes towards your personal development. Step 3, going to bed at a set time. I keep a fixed bedtime between 9:30 and 10 p.m. and have a fixed wake up time between 4:30 and 5 a.m. during the week and at weekends. Having a consistent bedtime and waking up time first thing in the morning conditions your body and makes it less painful to stick to your morning routine. Our circadian rhythm thrives off consistency, which is why it's important to stick to your sleep schedule even at the weekends. One thing to remember is if you're going to get up early in the morning, make sure you go to bed earlier as well. First, drink water. I place a bottle of water on my dining room table before I go to bed, which prompts me to have a glass of water shortly after waking up and before I head out to do some exercise. After going several hours without water during sleep, your body is dehydrated first thing in the morning. Drinking a glass of water after waking up helps to rehydrate the body, improves digestion, and increases your metabolism by up to 25%. It can also help with maintaining a healthy weight, improving mental focus, and have a positive impact on your mood. The European Society of Cardiology published a report where they stated drinking sufficient water can prevent heart failure, so it makes sense to kickstart your morning by drinking a cool glass of H2O. It's a simple habit to start, not just because it requires little effort, but because of the potential health benefits it offers as well. Drinking water in the morning also helps you get into a routine of drinking water throughout the rest of your day to ensure that your body stays sufficiently hydrated. Step 3, defining your chronotype. Last year I watched a TED Talk by Dr. Michael Bruce, better known as a sleep doctor, where I learned about chronotypes and found out that I am a bear. Chronotype is your body's natural disposition to be awake or asleep at a certain time during the day. Your chronotype is closely related to your body's circadian rhythm, which controls the sleep-wake cycle and melatonin production. Our circadian rhythm is primarily influenced by light exposure and tends to rise and set with the sun. However, our specific chronotype isn't influenced by anything other than our genetics. That's why it's important to work with your chronotype instead of against it if you want to be rested and as productive as possible. We all operate differently with different biological rhythms, rhythms, different preferences, and different productivity styles. Knowing your chronotype helps you understand when you're most active and alert during the day so that you can schedule work around your productivity windows. There are 4 chronotypes that indicate a person's schedule according to their unique internal clocks. Bears. These are the most common chronotype. They typically need about 8 hours of sleep between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. Bears are most productive in the morning, and they should aim to complete the majority of their work by 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Wolves. Wolves are happy to go to bed at midnight and wake up between 7 and 9 a.m. They're most productive at night and snooze in the morning to sustain 2 bursts of energy throughout the day. The first at around noon and the second around 6 p.m. Lions. Waking up is easy for lions, and their energy levels peak at around midday. Lions slump in the afternoon, and by the evening they feel completely drained. It's really important for lions to have an evening wind-down routine to help them decompress from the day before calling it a night by 10 p.m. Dolphins. Dolphins have sporadic sleeping habits and sleep from midnight to 6 a.m. They have trouble waking up, but once they get going, their productivity peaks around mid-morning. You can find out your own chronotype and its idiosyncrasies by taking the Power of When quiz, and I've left a link to the quiz in the description below. Once you've determined what your chronotype is, not only will you have a better understanding of when you're most productive, you'll also learn the most effective time to exercise, the best time to drink coffee and alcohol, and the ideal sleep schedule, all based on your chronotype. Have a set routine. I have a 9-step process as part of my morning routine. It includes drinking water, exercise, meditating, and journaling. Having a set routine to follow first thing in the morning eliminates decision fatigue at the start of your day. Small decisions add up, so the more you can operate on autopilot after waking up, the better. A good example of this is planning my workouts in advance. At the end of every month, I'll spend a couple of hours on a Sunday planning my workouts for the forthcoming month. This includes everything from warm-up routines, exercise routines, cool-down routines, active rest, and recovery sessions. Doing this means I don't have to spend time first in the morning thinking about what exercise I'm going to do because it's all been pre-planned. This process also allows me to track my progress and determine which workouts had the most impact and what I need to change. Having a set routine to follow in the morning might seem mundane, but it keeps your brain focused on the task at hand by eliminating unnecessary decisions and stress at the start of your day. Meditate. I've been meditating consistently for the last 8 years, something that I've started on the Guilin retreat and have practiced almost every day since. I currently use a combination of Headspace and the 6-phase meditation. On a regular day, I'll sit for between 10 and 15 minutes after my workout, which helps my body to recover and reduce the cortisol levels in my blood. Having a meditation practice is a common theme amongst successful entrepreneurs and high achievers. Mindfulness meditation helps to clear the mind and has a significant impact on the areas of the brain involved with higher brain function. Meditation is proven to increase your focus, reduce stress and anxiety, improve your memory, and stimulate creativity. The biggest benefit I've experienced with meditating is the time and space it allows me to get into the right mindset to attack the rest of the day. There are different meditation practices that can be accessed through a variety of apps or by going to in-person meditation centers. Be open to trying a variety of styles until you find the right one for you. Leave the phone alone. For the last 18 months, I've gotten into the habit of not using my phone past 9:30 in the evening, leaving my phone to charge outside the bedroom, and not touching my phone until at least midday, other than using my health and fitness apps. This process was influenced by Ryan Holiday after he repeatedly described his morning routine on the Daily Stoic podcast. He explained that he doesn't touch his phone for the first hour of the day. I've also taken an additional step of setting my iPhone up for productivity, focus, and health after reading this Better Humans Medium post. I'll leave a link to the post in the description. It takes some time to work through the post, but the results are well worth it. Nowadays, our phones are always with us, in our pockets, on the desk, in the bedroom. It acts as an instant gratifier for boredom and discomfort. Whether it's reading the news or scrolling on social, you're never far from your next dopamine hit. However, in the morning, try to resist the urge to grab your phone and check emails, TikTok, or the latest headlines. By checking your phone as soon as you open your eyes, you're starting your day on the back foot. It puts you under stress and in reactive mode for the rest of the day, and that's not a good way to start. Instead, give yourself time to ease into the day by leaving your phone alone for the first few moments after waking up. Allowing time to focus on yourself first thing in the morning is a much better way to set yourself up to crush the rest of your day. Give yourself that time, whether it's 30 minutes or 3 hours. Focus on what's important. I've been using time boxing to schedule my day for a while now. For a long time, I was taking a haphazard approach to scheduling my work and hardly ever completed the tasks required to move in closer to my goal. After reviewing my schedule and learning my chronotype, I started to use my mornings to focus on the most important work. Gradually, I gained some traction. The lesson I learned is to do all your heavy lifting in the morning. We're better equipped to handle challenges and stress in the morning when the mind is fresh. Willpower is strong and we're not suffering from decision fatigue. Our bodies experience a morning cortisol awakening response, which surges through our bodies 20 to 30 minutes after getting up. This gives us enough energy to tackle or focused work at the start of the day. That means prioritizing and completing your most important and creative tasks in the morning. Be creative before you're reactive. Learn from Greg McKeown, author of Essentialism, who said, when we don't purposely and deliberately choose where to focus our time and energy, other people, our bosses, our colleagues, our friends, our families, will choose for us. And before long, we'll have lost sight of everything that is meaningful and important. Now that you have a good idea of some of the essential elements to include in your morning routine, you might still be questioning some of the benefits of starting one. To understand why many successful entrepreneurs and high achievers have a morning routine as an essential habit to their performance, you should check out this video right here, where I break down 5 key benefits of starting your morning routine tomorrow. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I'll see you in the next video.